Coming up in October, the 12th to be exact, there is a fire event that had been postponed from an earlier date between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol for the undisputed light heavyweight title. This is a unification for one overall. Let's talk about the card. His Excellency Prince Turki Al-Sheikh has become a major figure in the sport of boxing. He has made an impression so strong on the sport that now even dignitaries who don't know much about the sport of boxing and who may find themselves attending major boxing events have familiarized themselves with the prince, because he has been putting on fight cards that has been a part of the public demand for several years. And in doing that, he has brought some respectability to the sport by having 50-50 match cards where the best are facing the best. And because he can fund these events, money is of no issue, but there is still a discipline as a part of this. And such will be the case this October 12th to be exact, when the undisputed light heavyweight title will be on the line as unified champion Artur Beterbiev takes on WBA champion, IBO champion Dmitry Bivol. Two Russian fighters who have a history of knowing one another since the amateurs, and now at the professional stakes, their paths are crossing for total supremacy. This is a fight that's highly anticipated by anyone who follows the sport with any intense attention and respect for what the sport has to offer. These men are going to come together for the first time, and it'll be one of the fights of the year. Many people feel that the winner of this fight will go forward and be the man for the rest of their career pretty much in that division. Dmitry Bivol, who has stated himself that he is not the biggest of light heavyweights, may not necessarily be pursuing greener pastures at the cruiserweight division, but it could become a question if he wins this fight, especially in great fashion, because a challenge at the cruiserweight division would be Jai Opataya. And if Artur Beterbiev wins, he will be someone that will be asked whether or not he's interested in moving up. And Artur has stated in the past that is not necessarily his goal. But this week we got a listing of the fights that will be on the undercard. And once again, shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh for what he has managed to put together here, because there's quite a bit of talent that is going to take us through this card, with names that are prominent in the sport and names that are still seeking to make prominence. We'll start off with the fact that there'll be a fight as a pro debut for Mohamed Alexeyev. He's making his pro debut against Jesus Gonzalez, and that fight will be kicking off the card. But immediately following that will be UK sensation light heavyweight Ben Whitaker, who's bringing his record of 8-0 in against Liam Cameron, whose record is 23-6. an experienced veteran fighter that Ben, who has this outstanding athleticism that he puts on display each and every outing, is going to be tested once again. Then we'll have featherweights. Sky Nicholson, who's a new champion in the sport at the featherweight division, bringing her record of 11-0 against Raven Chapman, who is 9-0. Sky is a fairly decent boxer. Let me not hold that back. She's an outstanding boxer, a southpaw who's able to box with the best of them, and she has been a crowd-pleasing fighter that people are starting to take notice of. A dark horse, an unexpected WBC World Lightweight title fight will take place as Shakur Stevenson brings his independence to this fight card, as he will be taking on former super featherweight champion Joe Cordina. This will be for Shakur's WBC title, and interestingly, he's fighting Cordina and not Anthony Kakachi, who defeated Cordina in Cordina's last bout. Cordina was stopped by Kakachi, and for some reason, Stevenson has been held to the fire for whom he's not facing, and that's Gervonta Tank Davis. I do believe that Turk Al-Sheikh was trying to get Tank Davis interest to be a part of what he's doing with the Riyadh season events, but Tank has shown no interest. Also making a comeback on this card will be Chris Eubank Jr. fighting at the middleweight division, taking on Camille Sermenza. And that fight will see Sermenza stepping back in the ring after having faced the likes of Omar Rodriguez, Nazir Trimek, and Jaime Munguia back in 2021. So now he's coming in and he's going to be an opponent for Eubank Jr., who's now 33-3. So it's going to be interesting with those two. And a heavyweight battle will be on this card as well. Now, when you're talking about the heavyweights, everyone gets excited, but you can get even more excited about this particular matchup because it is a rematch between Fabio Wardley and Frazier Clark for the BBFC British heavyweight title. These two men really fought an amazing fight earlier this year, and after ironing out negotiations, they have decided to do it again. They fought in March, where a split decision was won by Wardley. So it's a fight that many people feel that these two men, after battling, one will become the heavyweight of the future, representing the UK. Then you have to look at the co-main event, which will be Cruiserweight champion Jai Opetaia, who really wants to cut his teeth against one of the other titleists. He's going to be taking on Jack Massey. Massey is coming in with a record of 22-2, and this will be for Opetaia's IBF World Cruiserweight title. He has wanted to take on other champions, but they have not prepared themselves or say that they have been prepared for the fight at this time in October. This event is going to bring together so many of the promoters: Bob Arum's Top Rank, Eddie Hearn's Matchroom, Benjamin Shalom's Boxer, and Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions. All of them are participating in this, and it'll be broadcast across multiple networks, where we'll see DAZN pay-per-view and ESPN Plus pay-per-view. So it's going to be an outstanding night. And when you look at the two champions who are headlining the main event, this will be a final culmination where these two men have been on a big track and path toward one another. And Beterbiev, whose record of 20-0 with 20 knockouts, facing Bivol, whose record now is currently 23-0 with 12 knockouts, in a fight that fans have been highly anticipating for the past several years. This is going to be an outstanding matchup. This is an outstanding card, and we can't wait to see it. Beterbiev is 39, 5'11". Bivol is 33 and 6 foot. So let's look forward to October 12th when these men come together with their titles. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace to everyone, and everyone please remain safe.